to ask all these questions with my panelists. I start off my conversation here with Major Ali on the telecast with me, I'm being told. And I start off this conversation with you. I've raised these questions for the past several weeks, ever since violence erupted in Manipur. This was on May 3rd when it happened. But you know, the intrinsic question that every person is asking, sitting inside of Manipur and outside of it, is that the people of Manipur don't want this hate, don't want this violence, don't want this arson taking place. They don't want to lose their lives. They don't want to lose their homes. They want to provide a peaceful environment for their children to live, study and thrive. So, can we categorize these people, these individuals, as arsonists and extremists who are wanting to perpetuate violence despite measures that are being taken by the central government to bring the people together and initiate the dialogue to bring about a long-lasting peace resolution among the warring tribes?
Mika, that's a very good question. The thing is, you know, the people of Manipur, when I say the people of Manipur, I mean the people, not just Kukis or Maites or the Nagas, Tangul, Baite, Paite or Pangals. And the people of Manipur, basically, they want peace. Everybody wants peace. Nobody likes violence. Nobody likes to sleep in stress. Now, but the very fact remains, and they have faith in the central government. There is no question about it. They have faith in the Prime Minister. They have faith in the Home Minister. What they have actually lost their faith in, the no trust they have in their Chief Minister, unfortunately, it might sound very bitter, but the truth is always bitter. So I am not favoring the Kukis or the Maites. I'm favoring both, in fact, because both are my friends. And so basically, especially the Kukis, they were the movement. In fact, the Kuki tribe had protested in Delhi for a president rule. They did not really have faith in the Chief Minister. Now, when a peace committee is brought out and you find members in the peace committee who say that their names, their consent wasn't even taken and the name was there and they just got to know through social media or through a phone call of somebody else, nothing formal. So anything, obviously, I mean, people would have the reservation because they would know why. First is that. Second reason, since I told you people had lost faith in the Chief Minister, now now the very fact is he would be heading the peace committee. I mean, that was not acceptable to them, to many of them. They felt it should be a neutral panel. It should be a panel which, if I may use the word, Mayank is the word actually for an outsider, like I would be a Mayank on the lighter side. So it's most welcome. There are a lot of former general officer commanding who have commanded divisions in Manipur. They are former sector commanders with the Assam Rifles who have commanded their respective sectors in Manipur. They are former chairman ceasefire monitoring group who are based in Kohima in Nagaland, but they know Manipur very well. They are former DG Assam Rifles. They are former DG Police. They are former chief secretaries. There are a lot of people who know Manipur inside out. Thirdly, the person should know the tribal culture very well. He should know the tribal affinity. He should know the ethnic culture. He should know the topography, the geography. So whoever the committee would be, and 51-member list was a very long list, in fact, out of which 25 were Maites, 11 were Kukis, 10 were Nagas, and so on. So, which was not really acceptable. So people found it to be an eyewash, actually. They felt, no, they want genuine peace. And my humble appeal to my brothers and sisters in Manipur who are indulging in arson, in vandalizing, in violence, please stop that, because that is going to come against them only. If people are watching, if anyone would be watching from Manipur right now, because I know there is the internet was suspended till 15th and then further on, I don't know if I send a WhatsApp message to my friend in Manipur, it doesn't get delivered, it only gets one tick. So I presume perhaps the internet services are not back over there. So I would really urge everyone to please maintain calm, silence, and peace. I will quickly conclude by quoting an example of 1997, 1998. I was present on the soil of Manipur at that time, Mega. So, Mega, there was a big fight, big conflict in Churachandpur between the Kukis who were driven out from North Manipur and they had come to Churachandpur. The Zomis They were the Shautes are basically from the Paites from who had come from the original roots are from Mizoram actually. So they were there and there was a big ethnic clash where thousands of families were uprooted and thousands of homes were lost. Thousands and there were many people who were killed. Over 300 people were killed in that clash. But later on, they became friends. They are almost the same tribe. They would call it an in-house fight because both of them are cookies. They have affinity towards cookies. Like for example, there are different tribes like Mars, for example. Mars have affinity towards the cookies. Similarly, now when the Zomi and the cookies were fighting, when they sacrificed a bull and then they shook hands, and the next day that same feast of sacrificing a bull was reciprocated by the Zomis as well of cookies. So they became friends. If they could become
Major Sudhakarji, then my point here being that when a peace committee has been organized, made, conducted, formed by the union government, what is the reason that both the Meitei community and the Kuki tribe refused to be participant in this peace committee that has been formed?
The question which you have raised is a question which I would relate to a patient going to a doctor for medical treatment for any kind of ailment. If the patient, his symptom is to be addressed by the doctor, he's got a different medicine. And if the doctor wishes to address the disease of the patient, well, there are different methods, different medicines and prescription. So hence, we have produced a doctor in form of the peacemaking body, but has the peacemaking body been able to identify the problem? What is the problem today in Manipur? Is it a symptom or it is a disease?
The peacemaking body that has been formed has not gotten a response either from the Meitei community, the members who are representing the Meitei community, or for that matter the Kuki tribe. So I'm saying, do they represent the larger population of Manipur, or are they representing the fringe elements in Manipur that are causing this arson?
Megha, you have asked a question I have understood to the best of my knowledge and understanding. Give me a chance to reply to your question. I am coming to the question which you have raised. The representation of Meitei and Kukis in the peace committee is not being welcomed by both the tribes or the communities. So therefore, let me just come step by step. I cannot jump to the answer or the solution. There are no quick answers. It's a very serious problem. As far as I am concerned, let me make it very simple that unless we tackle the issue by identifying the correct problem in understanding and analysis, we are creating a second Kashmir in Manipur Valley. It's about time we as a nation, we take suitable remedial measures. Those measures, like I have given the example of a doctor and a patient, there is a short-term measure, there is a mid-term measure, and there is a long-term perspective plan. The short-term measure is to bring in somehow or the other peace and harmony. It is only then thereafter we can talk about lasting peace. It is only after then we can talk about lasting economic development. So how does that happen? That happens by putting all the government machinery tools available in our hand into effective employment or deployment. What are the machineries available? The machineries available are the present existing administrative machinery and the military component. What are the military components? We have CRPF, we have BSF, we have the India Reserve Battalion, we have Manipur Rifles, we have Assam Rifle. Are they been able to be effectively deployed to discharge a mandate? Well, the answer is anybody's guess. If 45 days have passed by and there is no semblance of normalcy and peace, the violence is actually mounting by the day, well, I don't have to answer this question. So what is the problem? The problem is the unity of command. Has anyone been appointed as a single man authority? Has anybody been appointed as a... We have been calling this terminology of unified headquarters. Has it taken some kind of a shape? Third, Next point, has the area of turbulence been demarcated or isolated? If it has not been, then we are not following the basic tenets of military science. Has the border been sealed? If the border has not been sealed, then is it a case in point that the government of India has to take a serious look at the traditional and historic understanding between Myanmar and Manipur? It has got a border of 352 kilometers. What about the borders with Mizoram? And what about the borders with Nagaland? And to my information, it is not the 4,000 weapons or more which have been looted from the armories. It is much more than that. To my record and surprise and shock today, I have got the statistics of almost about 8,000 or more state-of-the-art equipments, AK-47, sniper rifles, etc., which have flown in or come across from Myanmar into India. Where is these weapons available in Myanmar? They are available at a place called Ruli in the Yunnan province, which is bordering, that is the China province bordering Myanmar. Cost, they're available without any kind of a license, and there is a free flow of these illegal weapon system coming in. And where do the people are getting this money from? They're getting money from narcotics. How are the narcotics coming into?
Okay, fair enough. You make these points. Fair enough. Of course, if you are mentioning about these external forces which are at play. Professor Bhagat, ONM, joins me on the telecast.
The divide on ethnic line, very unfortunately, has sharpened very much the Kuki and Meiteis. In spite of people like me or few handful of people seeking that peace has to come, normalcy has to come, but these are very few mixed voices. In the ground, people are extremely tensed because the number of displaced person, as you see, total, which goes by the India Today record, is nearing 60,000. So you can well imagine the plight of these people, and whoever sees this in any side, their blood boils.
It's unfortunate what is happening, but if this continues to happen, this is definitely not the way to find a solution to the problem. How do we find a solution? How do we tell people to calm down? And like I said, the majority of Manipur does not want this. They're just bearing the brunt of it. It's who are these people who are actually orchestrating these attacks?
First and foremost things, I just joined in a few minutes ago because I don't know why the line was not clear. And I just saw one gentleman, I didn't see his name, but he mentioned something accusing of a weapon that come from China border, and also a lot of things that he said. If we keep saying such things, definitely peace is not going to happen. He also talks about narcotic. My point to him, I wish I know his name, my point to him was, had he been to Manipur? Did he live there? Or he just spoke because he heard some internet rumor? So such kind of thing, even on TV, we should be very, very careful. I'm so sorry, sir, that you say that the narcotic money helped them in buying guns. Please prove this. I want in the next talk, you have to come up with document. Don't just say something because you heard over somewhere, which directly people will take it, and then, they will label again. Please live in Manipur at least 5 years to make such a strong statement. I would like Major Ali to come into this point because Major Ali is known Manipur, Nagaland.
Okay, I've lost that connection again with Gladys, but again, quickly, 30 seconds before I wrap this up. And Major Ali, again, this continues to be a question that is raised particularly from the Kuki community, the Kuki tribe. They say that it is not external forces, it is not militancy, it is not terrorism that is emanating out of the borders along Manipur that is the cause of this violence. While other communities mentioned about this militancy that has, the insurgency that has continued in the state. Now, how must the state and the central government tackle this? And are these rumors, or there's some credence to these in this piece of news?
To me?
Yeah.
Okay, Megha, there are certain underground factions in Manipur as well, like these People Liberation Army, the United Nations Liberation Front, there's KLA, the KYKL, Kangla Yawan, Kanla Lok, there's PULF, People Liberation, the United Liberation Front. Now these underground factions, unfortunately, they also collect tax from the local people. So the local people over there, they are victimized. They are paying tax to Indian government, rightly so, and they're also paying tax to the undergrounds. So the undergrounds collect tax, and majority of the undergrounds get a lot of money from there, and that is where they go and buy their weapons, which are very freely available from China or anywhere else. Now that is the underground I'm talking about. Now when the clash took place of 3rd May, well, a lot of weapons were looted from the Manipur Police State Commandos, and I have served with the I have jointly operated with them. They are a very good fighting force. It surprises me no end where, how, wow, thousands of weapons go missing from the court, from the armory of the Manipur Police State Commandos. So obviously, I mean, people would lose their faith in them. I don't blame the locals in losing their faith in the Manipur State Commandos without casting any aspersions on anyone. Why is it that, have you noticed, why is that people have faith in the Indian Army? Why is it that the people have faith in the Assam Rifles? Because they do not take sides. They do a totally neutral job. They will clean the mess. They will trot out any arsenals coming, irrespective.
Fair
whichever
enough.
tribe